Welcome to News Today with a wrong show.
Wait, sorry. Wrong show. Welcome to the WDW News Today Podcast. Our biggest audience ever. My name's Eric Morton. With me, Tom Corliss.
Well, because we've literally never had an audience for this show, right?
We've had a couple, maybe.
Yeah.
There are, I don't know, you probably hear it. There are 40 plus people here in our studio. We're having the wrap party after our 10-year anniversary show for WDW News Tonight, which was also the final ever show of WDW News Tonight.
Yeah.
We are going to spend this show talking to some of the personalities that maybe you've gotten to know, or maybe you haven't had a chance to get to know over the years on this show. If you want to get to that part, we will put in chapters. It takes less time to click on a chapter of the part you want than it does to bitch about it in the comments, so please feel free to use that feature.
Woo! If you can't tell, we have a bar at this event operated by our own Nicholas Cicero. How's it going back there, Nick? He said good, it's busy.
It is busy. He's back there, he's dealing.
Well, I'm waiting for the glassware to be available. So Nick hosted Liquid Magic on, oh, you got one? I'll take one then, thank you. Nick hosted Liquid Magic, one of the many segments he hosted on WDW News Tonight over the 10 years that he was my co-host. And for the final one, Nick made his 5 favorite cocktails from Walt Disney World. One of those, I think it may be his number one, we could ask him a little later, is the Timeless Elias, which is from Territory Lounge at Wilderness Lodge. And Nick has made a very faithful, an old faithful, you could say, recreation of that wonderful cocktail. So Nick is operating a bar right now for our guests and making those 5 cocktails he did on Thursdays.
I'm a Northwoods guy. What can I say? Northwoods, the best Territory Lounge drink. Second,
that's the best lounge at Walt Disney World.
Absolutely. So. Susan, we love you. Go see Susan. She's the best.
And Mike, if Mike's bartender.
Yep.
Yeah.
So obviously one of the best spots on property.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to cover. A full house in here. We did have a big spread for everyone here. We had pulled pork and we had chicken. We had so much pulled pork that Jason smoked half of it and I smoked half, and then people voted on who was the best. And I think I lost. So I don't know. I was just told that Jason won.
Let's take a vote.
Let's do a vote.
Here's the story: is Jason and Eric both like to smoke meat. That's a thing they're both into, and so they both did half and half. And we're gonna ask, all right, if everyone who had the pork, who preferred pork A? Are you a couple? Who preferred pork B? Sorry.
It's close, but I think Jason got me. I have to say it wasn't my best effort. I started smoking way too early.
What were you eating? Pork C? There is no pork C.
Oh no, pork C.
Nick said he got served pork C.
That's bad, Nick. You need to go to Celebration Health.
The C stands for Chapek, so I can't vouch for the quality of the pork. I don't know.
I do think Jason got more applause. It was not my best pulled pork.
You were under the gun. It was not. You didn't have the
I put it on a super low setting before I came to the studio last night. I had to do something I could leave and come here and do a 5-hour show and not touch it. Jason left the show after like the opening segment. You know, I blame it on that. I did run out of wood pellets due to the. You can give super chats. No, you can't. We're not live. I was going to say so that I could buy a better smoker. My pellet smoker ran out of pellets.
I will warn you, if you do go back and watch the final episode of News Tonight, you mentioned Super Chats. I believe 2 hours of the show is us reading Super Chats because so many people wanted to be a part of that final show, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
We have a great podcast for you today, though. As I said, we look, there's a full house. We're obviously not in our podcast studio. We're here at the desk where Tom and I both have been known to bring you the news over the years.
Which this will be...
This studio space is kind of in its swan song right now.
This is one of the last things we'll ever do on this stage, which has been here since we moved in August of 2021. A lot of very famous moments, a lot of rants. There's been Disney legends on this stage, Ron Logan, Bill Sullivan, the Adventurers Club, Comedy Warehouse, the team from Jelly Rolls, Yeehaw Bob,
Carol
Stein, legendary Disney Parks performers on the stage. And now on this stage, Nicholas Cicero, who's delivering a Timeless Elias.
Oh, look at this. It's very smoky.
We're on that camera.
Is that up to code?
Yeah.
Wait, do we have sprinklers about? No.
Ooh. it smells so nice. Thank you, sir.
Here, Nick, how much do I have to give you to make another one? Here, just take the wallet. There you go. Yeah, it's a little wild, so bear with us here. This is a wild episode. There's a lot of talking in here. I apologize if there's too much noise for you to understand us. I would like to start this episode, though, with the Voices of Literacy. If you want to write into the Voices of Literacy, it's our mailbag, ericm@wdwnt.com. Or maybe Jason's here. Maybe he can actually make the podcast. No, just
He's
Eric
too
M.
busy gloating about his meat.
You'll notice some of this is recycled, but I wanted to address some of this.
Yeah.
All right. First up, we have Nick UCF. Either that or it's Nick, and then the KUCF is rearranged into a slur. So anyway, Eric and Tom, longtime listener here. I just wanted to say how awesome it was getting to run into you guys last year upstairs. Pat O'Brien's Speakeasy. That was it. Universal, obviously.
City Walk.
I felt bad interrupting you guys. Had to say hi, and you're both incredibly kind about it, which meant a lot. Well, thank you, Nick. It's no problem. I'm a huge fan of News Tonight, and the yearly March Madness episodes are always a highlight for me. I was wondering, would there ever be a chance that you'd do a standalone video breaking down a March Madness tournament with a panel, or even turn it into a podcast episode? Thanks again for everything you guys do, for being so cool. We ran into each other. Really appreciate it. Best, Nick. Thanks, Nick.
To answer the March Madness thing, we were going to do a standalone March Madness this year. For those that don't know what it is, we've done essentially a discussion tournament pretty much since the beginning of News Tonight. And there were various topics. It was best attraction at Disney World, best original theme park character. You can imagine who won that. We did best show scene, best song. We've done a million things. And what it is, you do a panel of 7. Yeah, 7. And the 7 panelists, because it's an odd number, works out for, people pick a side and they explain the side they've picked. And whoever gets majority rules, that moves on to the next round. We're not doing that this year because March is very bad. We have the Singapore cruise. We're going on the maiden of the adventure. We have Japan directly following that, the Disney Sea 25th anniversary kickoff, and our tour we're giving of Japan with those who booked with us. And then preparing for
Paris.
You're going to Paris first too.
Oui.
Yeah, Brahm's excited.
Oui.
It'll be your first.
Zut alors!
Your
I'm
first
going
time.
to Paris.
Your first trip.
Yeah, my first Paris trip.
So
Ooh la la.
Eric's going to go cover the grand opening of Disney Adventure World. That's exciting.
I've heard it's an amazing theme
I'm
park.
doing the Disney Adventure. You're doing Disney Adventure World, and between the two of us, we'll have it all covered. But that's why no March Madness this year. I do want to. I'll promise this now. We will have March Madness next year. That will happen. So stay tuned. Yeah, we can't do it this year, but also it's a little close to the end of News Tonight. I want to give it some space. So next year we'll have March Madness.
We absolutely can do that on the podcast, though. If we can arrange to have some guests on as panelists in the future.
I think it's its own standalone show. I think it's like it's a live special, but on this channel, I think.
Yeah, then okay. But I mean, we'll put it on the podcast. That way we don't have to film as much stuff.
But the podcast is meant for like this more open, long form discussion. I think it's a whole different thing. We'll talk about it. We have a whole year to talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But it's not going away. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Some people may remember this suggestion. Hello, gentlemen. This is from Dan. One suggestion for your crazy food sampling time. There's a subscription treat service called Try Treats, where the company sends a random country's snack food out once a month. Lots of stuff in the box, so lots to try. Also, I listen to a lot of ranking podcasts. The important part of this is the Try Treats part. Our own Nick Cicero reached out to our friends at Try Treats.
Our friends.
And guess what?
Now.
Guess what they sent us?
We have a sponsor.
A box of snacks.
We have a legitimate sponsor now. This is nuts. Do you want me to read that while you start?
Yeah, because holy crap, that is small print.
Dear WDW News Today, thank you for accepting a box of international snacks from trytreats.com/subscribe. We've created an exclusive coupon code for your audience. It's WDW News. That's 15% off. Contain 15% to the first box purchase at trytreats.com/subscribe. to share both with your subscribers by mentioning within your video and add to the video description. We will do that. Would be super awesome and grateful for you to please help boost our social media by including the following links, and all that's here. All that's here, but Try Treats
we'll give it to Billy.
is going to provide us all the international, what do you call it, treat time?
It's Weird Snack Time.
Weird Snack Time. So Weird Snack Time is now brought to you by Try Treats.
At least
and again,
this episode
use that code WDW News to get 15% off. This is exciting.
So I'm told by Nick that the country represented on these snacks is Thailand. So we get all Thailand treats. We're going to eat all of them?
Look at this big reveal. No, do we just pick one? I think we get one box a month, so we got to make it last over 4 episodes.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, are we getting one box a month? Okay, so then we got to
divide whatever's in here by 4.
By 4, yeah. So maybe we could try more than one thing, maybe, but we got to make it last the month.
Man, someone said if you want a Thailand treat, I thought that was illegal. So I'm happy to try this.
I'm going to be near there soon.
You want to just grab something randomly out of there?
Well, I'm going to open the...
Oh, no.
I can peel this open.
I'm reading a list of stuff in here, and oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? Oh, there's Pocky.
I see the word squid a lot.
I can't even read. What is going on with the letters on the top of this bag? It just, if I tried to read it in English, it's like,
I think that is tomato cracker by Fashion Food. Does that look like that?
It's just letters. It's just like letter soup up here.
Is that tomato cracker by Fashion
Tomato
Food?
cracker by, it is way less exciting than the crazy lettering would let on. Do you want to try this since we've already
Let me do the description.
it?
Tomato cracker by Fashion Foods is a savory, crisp snack infused with the rich, natural flavor of ripe tomatoes. Perfect for a light bite or pairing with cheeses and dips. It delivers a satisfying crunch in every bite.
Get your, what is it called again?
Tomato cracker by Fashion Foods.
Yes, get your tomato cracker, home of the very air-filled bag.
Everybody wait, we might have, the air in the room. The pressure in the room just changed.
Look for the bag with the design from the 80s mall flooring on it. Would you like to grab one? Look for the 80s mall
I will
flooring
say it does. Oh
in
yeah,
the snack
they are kind
aisle.
of crackers. They're like light, air-filled.
They actually look like a pork rind.
A little bit like a pork rind.
Oh, they're very delicate. It's like a tomato pork rind.
It's like tomato soup.
And now,
I feel like I'm Violet
a
Beauregard.
blueberry pie. That's what I was saying.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
I don't like it.
It's okay. Not my thing. Somebody's trying to get my attention though.
Just come grab them.
Just come grab them.
Brom, just take them. I know you don't eat. I know.
Can we take the bag?
Just have
Yeah,
it.
please. Out of between 1 to 7.
I'm
3.
I'm a 1.
I'm a 3.
All
They're
right.
fine. All right.
There's a lot of things.
You want to do the Pocky? Nana was mad about the Pocky.
All right, yeah, let's do the Pocky, and then you can give it
All
to
right.
her.
So Nana insisted these are not Japanese, but cookies and cream by Pocky. Cookies and cream by Pocky delivers the perfect mix of creamy sweetness and crunchy chocolate cookie bits on every crisp biscuit stick. A bite-sized treat that's smooth, indulgent, and irresistibly snackable anytime, anywhere. Only at Pocky.
They have the texture of a pork rind,
Yeah.
but they taste like bad tomato soup.
It tastes like festival soup.
A Pocky, sir?
Ah, Pocky. Now that's the best tasting Pocky I ever heard.
I mean, of course these are delicious.
Who doesn't like Pocky? Best Pocky's banana. These are not half bad though. Might need another one.
Very good, like a 5?
5 out of 7.
Just take them, I guess. You asked about the tomato things, not those. Just take the box.
Wait. There are 10. Do we want to do a third one?
Oh, we can pick a third thing then?
I want
Let's
to do the weird
small-
one.
No,
There's a
let's
really
do
weird
the-
one.
let's save the really weird one for next week's show. That's how you get them to come back.
We got weird ones, seaweed and squid and stuff.
Here, how about this weird small thing? What is this? Coffee cream?
Tamarind candy by Amira?
Coffee
or is it
cream.
coffee?
No, it's the coffee cream one.
Oh, yeah, coffee-filled candy by Amira. Coffee-filled candy by Amira delights with a rich, aromatic coffee center wrapped in smooth, sweet candy. Each bite delivers the perfect balance of bold coffee flavor
candy.
and gentle sweetness for an irresistible treat.
Man, it smells like coffee. It smells like fresh ground coffee. That's crazy.
The wrapper was a little tougher than I anticipated there. Oh, wow.
They smell
It's
fantastic.
like hard as a rock.
Well, it's the sucking candy, right?
Oh, it is coffee.
Oh, wow.
It's not like just the best parts of coffee. It's all coffee.
It's like I ate coffee ground. Should we bite into it?
I'm biting. Crunch, crunch.
Oh. Are you all right?
No, this is terrible.
I don't think it's that bad.
It tastes like burnt coffee.
Yeah. I guess I like burnt coffee. I do go to
You ever
Starbucks.
ever have like coffee grounds collect on the bottom of your coffee mug after
There's
you
not
drink your
more
coffee?
you can have. We have to save the rest of these. Don't put it in there.
Oh, did we rate the Pocky?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. These are a 2.
So thank you, Try Treats, for being a sponsor of the show now. And please go take advantage of that discount. This is really fun.
Was it trytreats.com/subscribe?
Yeah.
Use the code WDWNT to get 15% off.
It's so fun.
Your order.
Very fun. Shall we begin our main topic?
Let's begin the main topic. As I said.
Let me give just
Okay.
a brief overview of what News Tonight is in case they never watched. So WDW News Tonight was, I would dare say, the only comedy variety show relating to theme parks that's been done. And it began, Nick emailed me back in 2013 when I moved here about doing a radio show in Orlando. So we did a pretty straightforward discussion-based radio show about Disney World. We did that for a year or two. And by, it had a good audience, but I felt like we should take this to the next level. People were really starting to do a lot of video podcasts and video YouTube content of that nature. I was like, let's make a YouTube show that takes what we like, the discussion of this show, but adds in like a comedy variety show flavor. And we started News Tonight in February of 2016. And it started as just a thing in a radio station with a couple of added comedy elements, like a news monologue, etc. Then it went away. We eventually, we didn't get the support we wanted from the radio station that we were on. And so we ended the program. And when it ended, the first time, we had, because it was a radio station, we had a call-in feature, so you could call into the show. Our final show went for 3 or 4 hours because people kept calling in to tell us how much they loved the show. And so even beyond that, when News Tonight ended, that year that it was off the air, people, anywhere I went, stopped me, and the first thing they said was not, oh, well, they'd say, Tom, it's nice to meet you, but the first thing they wanted to talk about was that I took News Tonight away from them. And so we knew we should try to do News Tonight again. And so we bought a bunch of professional grade equipment, and we did what anyone would do. We built a studio in my second bedroom of my apartment. We didn't know when we did that the air conditioning in my apartment did not reach that room very well. So we had
And
studio
probably couldn't
lights.
keep up with like 10 people.
No, we had studio lights and like 6 people and all this equipment shoved in a room, and it was very hot and bad. But the show was back. People loved it. We loved what we were doing. And so that was the whole reason the company got its first physical space. We got a space on iDrive, and we decided we'll have a live studio audience. So that was our office. We had a small office space up front, and we had a small, not a huge room in the middle of the space, but in that center room we would have, I would dare say we had space for 30 people to come watch the show.
Maybe 20.
I think the first show we had 30-something people. We crammed
Yeah,
them
but then
in.
you added like museum parts of that.
We did, yeah. Things morphed and changed. And so we kind of outgrew the space a bit in more ways than one. And that's when we looked into finding a new home, and we found our home here at WDWT Celebration. And this was a tremendous space for a studio here. that could hold 100 or more people. And so this became News Tonight's home in 2021. We kept doing the show. It got bigger and bolder. We added Piano Rob playing live music to the show. We added more comedy performers. We added more guests or more staff, better production. And so News Tonight over 10 years evolved greatly. It was a wonderful show, a weird and wacky and wild show. But we have decided now to bring it to its end so we can focus on so many other new projects here at WDWNT.
We've talked about this before, but the show has a spot in my heart because that's how I got into the company.
That's how you were hired, yeah.
I literally was hired as on-air, quote, talent. I remember coming into that old studio on iDrive to audition for you.
Yeah. Sitting on my Beaches and Cream.
Sitting, probably so.
Booth.
You had cameras. I don't know if you took video of that. Maybe we have that video somewhere.
No, we didn't film that.
Oh, the cameras were out. I don't know. But yeah, and then I was tasked when I was kind of brought on later as like full time onto the company. One of my first tasks was like find us a new office, so find us a studio space, and I went everywhere. I looked at an old Chinese restaurant on 192.
Oh yeah.
I looked at a number of places like near Old Town.
Oh.
We looked in places that were. Like closer to like Caribe Royale. We looked at all these places. I found this place and I was like, this is the spot. And we've had many great memories here in this room. And this might be one of the last things we ever film in here, right? We're going to be moving kind of the studio next door. But the show, News Tonight, and when I joined, it was in 2020. Now we are at how many shows?
326.
326 shows. 10 years. So
if we did 326 episodes of this podcast, that would be impressive. But given the amount of people and the amount of time and effort it takes to make News Tonight, 326 is clinically insane.
It is conservatively, not to denigrate our own podcast, it's easily like quintuple the effort to pull off News Tonight.
I think that's being conservative.
What we do here, right?
Yeah.
So it's a huge effort, which is part of the reason why we've sunsetted that show, if I'm honest. The effort
Just so we have time to do other things.
The effort is huge. We want to do other things. And
we feel like we could do several additional shows with the effort it takes just to do News Tonight because it is live and because it is so intense on production value.
You finish a show on Thursday. Some people maybe come in late on Friday or whatever. They go back to their day jobs. And then you're like, boom, reset button. Now it's a race to next Thursday. It's a never-ending, like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. So now we're moving on, and a lot of people are upset, and I get it, right? A lot of us have mixed feelings about the end of this show, I think.
Yeah.
But something I don't have mixed feelings at all about was 3 years ago, we brought Piano Rob on to the show.
Yeah.
Piano Rob, you can see him. He often plays on Disney property at places like Rose and Crown or the Boathouse.
Boathouse is nearly every weekend.
Nearly every weekend. Also, Pat O'Brien's over at City Walk.
Yeah.
But probably more regularly than anything is right here on Thursday nights, News Tonight. And I want to bring Piano Rob up first to talk to our audience.
Come on in.
Everyone, Piano Rob.
Is this thing on?
Katie, if you want to throw us there, you go. Now we're all in the show.
All right.
Well, the comfortable chair. I
no
feel
one
lower
likes
though.
a chair. Literally before we started filming this podcast, Eric goes to Katie, I will not sit in the tiny chair.
I will not sit in the Munchkin chair. Look at him. We look like giants next to him. We look like we had a commercial of Bob Chapek as the giant colossal
amazing colossal
failure. When they're like, it's from that, if you've ever eaten at Sci-Fi, when they're
what? Let's pause for a moment and Billy can show people the commercial.
Yeah.
She's a girl who loved a man who, in a flash, became a living threat to humanity. A danger so awe-inspiring that they tried to hide his existence from the world.
What happened? What made him grow?
Bob Chapek is being promoted at an alarming rate. Now he's in charge of home video, the next day consumer products, the next day parks and resorts, then CEO maybe.
But you've got to stop it.
Day and night, scientists search, trying every experiment their brilliant minds can conceive, finding the expected, the unexpected, and the shocking. For the immeasurable power of this ever-growing mammoth portends a fate that terrifies the universe.
Drive it in hard. We have to penetrate the bone in the first ejection. Ready?
Look out, he's reaching down!
We want to help you to get well.
Manning's disappeared, Eric. We can't find him anywhere on the grounds.
The public does not like this man. This is not a news flash.
A man once loved by a woman, now feared by the whole world.
A 60-foot giant in the streets of Las Vegas.
That was great. Now, it gets added in post. What do you want from me?
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm
We're
like,
going to
wait,
throw a syringe at you.
I'm used to a live show on this network.
The magic of editing. There it was. Rob, you've been, people might know you from Jelly Rolls. People might know you, may it rest in peace or pieces, depending on how you feel. Obviously, Rose and Crown, but Boathouse is probably your biggest, like, regular gig now?
I average usually 2 days a weekend there.
Okay.
Some a little more, some a little less, but it's usually about two times a weekend.
We roped you in, and the first time that we brought you around was actually a fundraising show. Do you remember that?
Yes, for
Give Kids the World.
Give Kids the World.
That was the iDrive studio.
In the iDrive studio.
Yes.
And Rob and another piano player, in a period of something like 3 hours, raised $12,000, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. And we thought, like, we got to have this guy around. And then we were able to make it happen a year or two later.
You skipped Golden Jamboree, our Walt Disney World 50th anniversary of that. Rob played. And then that's when I think, because very similar setup to today, we had cocktail tables out in a bar and everything. Yep. And I remember you bringing me over to Rob, being like, we should talk to him about doing something permanent.
Yeah. And now, I mean, and what a surreal night. Carol Stein was here. Yeehaw Bob was here. Like, it was a weird, those are the piano players that you want to hang out with from Disney.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
Because I feel like we could do this with every person that comes up here. I don't know what clips we can find. What is your favorite moment of WDW News Tonight?
My goodness. This is it's so hard because I was trying to think it, and I was a solid cast member for 3 years, and we did so much stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be either one of the Dick Summers or Randy Newman things. It has to be.
Will you explain those to people? Imagine people watching this podcast have never seen News Tonight.
Oh my God. So are we go peek behind the curtain? Are we saying all?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So Tom does more characters than Tom should do. But Dick Summers is this lounge singer, like an SNL.
Bill Murray's character.
Bill Murray's character, lounge
Tony
singer.
Clifton.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And we would have and it started out as the joke that when an attraction would go down, especially if it was like my very first episode, I rewatched it. I was nostalgic this week. Sunny Eclipse was down.
Yeah.
So who are they going to call in? To take over for Sunny? It's Dick Summers. So Dick Summers sang all of Sunny Eclipse's songs, only parodies of all of them.
My favorite is the Planetary Boogie.
Counter service
Boogie.
Yeah.
At Cosmic Rain.
The salad is hot. The soup is not.
Let's just show people.
We'll just show it. We'll show the counter service boogie.
Yes. Rob and I usually play all the bars and lounges here at the Walt Disney World Resort. This is our first time. First time at a counter service location. Yes, I'm pretty excited. So is Rob. That's why we put together a special song about this place. Let's do it, Rob. When the cooking was done and the meal had begun, there were poorly cooked burgers sitting on a cold bun. and slushes and salads and french fries too. And sometimes the grilled chicken, it comes out blue. I'll tell you about the meals because they're not all the same. I've had every one of them because I am insane. Go ahead.
Plant-based patty melt.
After eating that, the worst I ever felt.
Angus, cheddar, and barbecue burger.
I just couldn't digest that any further. Spicy chicken makes your heart feel like a fiery ball. The kids' mac and cheese, the most edible of all. Counter service boogie. Counter service boogie. Counter service boogie. Counter service boogie. 9 bad entrees to choose from. The bathroom visit afterwards, not very fun. The salad is hot, the soup is not. The chicken has a vein that wraps around the whole thing. Noodles will turn, Uranus green. The pizza burger's baddest thing that I've ever seen. The chocolate cake's as hard as a rock, and the lemonade comes out of a pot. Counter service boogie. It's a counter service boogie. Counter service boogie. It's a counter service boogie. 9 bad entrees to choose from. The bathroom visit afterwards, not very fun.
Counter service. Counter service. Counter service. Counter service.
Found a worm in my bun. At least somebody's eating some. Oh yeah. I love them chicken breast nuggets.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. And then
We're so
Randy,
good at this, you guys.
and then Randy Newman is so funny. It's so funny to me.
That needs a lot of explaining, probably.
First of all, you have to realize Tom does a good parody of Randy Newman. It's a funny parody.
Yeah.
Puts
and
the
that
wig
started
on
before
me.
So that what we had started was Randy Newman is the joke with Randy Newman. Other people have made before. It's not original. Is that some of his lyrics explain things perhaps a little too much?
Like I Love LA is the easiest example.
Yeah.
Look at those mountains.
I love MK. We wrote
So that was the first
we wrote
Randy
that
Newman
together,
bit
yeah.
was a commercial, and there were several pieces. Yeah, you wrote. I think you wrote
I Love MK.
Yeah. I wrote like the other ones, which are him. If he had to do an attraction score, he would just explain everything that's happening as it happened. So we had like
Hall of Presidents.
Yeah. Well, what was the first one was.
Was it Living
Winnie
with
the
the
Pooh
Land?
and Runaway Railway?
Oh.
And Winnie the Pooh is the one I
Winnie the
remember. Because Winnie the Pooh, if you think about the end of that ride at Magic Kingdom, it's not, Winnie the Pooh's not a good guy.
He never is.
So the end is, Winnie the Pooh, we almost died for you, but have some birthday cake. And that's how it ends. They all almost die going over a waterfall, and they're like, hooray! But yeah, we were doing that, but then you came on and having an actual musician with talent, I was like, well, we've got something else with Randy Newman now.
So we made it a game.
I would say early on, my sort of area that I was operating in on News Tonight was I was writing a lot of parody songs and stuff. Once Rob came on, I didn't have to do it anymore. You kind of put me out of a job.
I just gave you more responsibility elsewhere. You somehow became busier.
Yeah,
Eric's
right?
2 parody songs of great acclaim, though, will live on forever, which is Mount Orleans, which is when they announced the Tiana attraction.
Yeah.
And then most famously, the Spike the Bee Spork was sold at like 10 festivals in a row because they were overstocked. And so Eric wrote a song about that. In case you haven't seen Spike the Bee, let's take a look.
When I find myself at Flower and Garden, looking for some food to eat, I gotta get a spork with Spike the Bee. 58 pallets of unsold units standing right in front of me. Here for his 5th straight festival, Spike the Bee. Spike the Bee, Spike the Bee, Spike the Bee, Spike the Bee. Perfect for any food type, Spike the Bee. And while it's good for soup and chili, he's also perfect for poutine. and Tupelo honey spoon bread. Spike the bee. Plastic forks and spoons are wasteful, and they can't ever hope to be that versatile festival flatware. Spike the bee. Spike the bee. Spike the bee. Spike the bee. Yeah, spike the bee. For blood orange margaritas. Spike the bee.
How do you eat that with a spork?
Spike the bee. Spike the bee. Spike the bee. Yeah, spike the bee. Disney hopes you'll finally purchase Spike the bee.
I mean, legend.
Do you know, though, the song I'm most proud of is the 90s, I can't believe it's...
I forgot about
The
that.
90s mix is I feel like that was my best work. The 90s
Yeah, I
mix.
can't believe it's a 90s Disney World or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the 90s mega mix.
I've seen we
On a
played
90s
it
show.
once.
Yeah.
That's
I
before me
did
too.
Everlong to Body War. I did a Body War song for Everlong.
See, I don't even
Jill
think I've
wrote
seen all
one
of
of
them.
Jill wrote 90s Epcot in Your Soul, the Birdhouse in Your Soul from They Might Be Giants. That was my favorite.
But my favorite Piano Rob thing is actually Head in a Box.
Oh yeah.
I know. I think it's the funniest thing. I thought more people were gonna jump up. People who love it.
Yeah.
But it's the perfect. It's the perfect Hatbox Ghost introduction parody.
Yeah.
It's great. And like, Rob, you became, even though some of us were here longer than you really became sort of part of the heart and soul of this show in your 3 years here. And I can't imagine this show without you.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you joined us for this journey. And, you know, it's sad to see it end, but
It is. I appreciate that.
what a contribution you've made.
Well, thank you. I mean, a show like this needs live. It needs live music. I'm so glad it was me. I always say all the time, I'm obviously a big Walt Disney, the person fan, and this is the most Disney job I've ever had. Because it is. Somebody comes up with a ridiculous idea, they're probably in this room, and somehow everybody has enough different skills that idea becomes a final product. Not always a great final product. but sometimes it's the most Walt Disney thing to be able to do that. There's more creation in here than any of the other places I've ever worked, and that's special.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
But so you're not leaving us though. You have a new
No.
show coming up.
I'm so excited that I have a show. Piano Rob's Toontown Lounge, where it's gonna be exactly that. It's gonna be a lounge. We're gonna have a roll-in bar. Tickets are already on sale.
Yeah.
We're gonna have. I haven't talked to any of them yet, we're gonna have special guests because I want to put a spotlight on all the entertainment for the people that work in the theme parks and theme park adjacent, the third parties. I want to get at least an entertainer in here often that we can do some duets, find out a little bit about them. We'll take requests. It's going to be all based around music for at least an hour live every Thursday. But if you're here in the studio, you'll get some hangout time before and after, which is going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be an actual lounge.
.tv. That's going to be a TV channel.
That's where that's going to be found, and you can get tickets at events.wdwnt.com. Of course, we're located in Celebration, so we are, a very short drive away from Walt Disney World property if you want to come hang out on Thursday night.
Yeah, we're probably closer to the Animal Kingdom than if you were at Magic Kingdom.
I think that might be correct.
That
might be correct.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, guys.
I know you have to get to an actual
I got to go to work.
You got to go to Horror Nights.
Where are you playing tonight?
I'm at Boathouse. I'm at the
Oh, he's at
Boathouse
Boathouse. There you
tonight.
go.
So
Go to the Boathouse. See Rob.
I'm going.
Fill that tip jar.
Do it.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks,
guys.
Piano Rob. What we're doing right now is more true to what News Tonight was supposed to be in a late night talk show than what we actually did on News Tonight, just for the record.
I'd like to bring Chuck up. Can you come up for a minute?
Yeah.
A lot of our audience might not be that familiar with Chuck. You've seen him on some of our food reviews. We call him the Funky Wizard. He's a Disneyland guy. He happens to be in town. And it's Chuck. Chuck, thank you for coming in.
Hello out there in TV land.
Hold on, is that on?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's on.
Here, let me see it.
I don't see a light.
Hello out there in TV land.
There you go. There's Chuck. So Chuck lives in California. He does some Disneyland work for us. It's not his full-time gig. He educates America's youth most of the time, but we had him out here for our final episode last night. It's his first appearance on the show.
But longtime viewer.
Longtime viewer.
I fell in love with this show during COVID, and a seed was planted in the fertile ground of my imagination. And it was a slow-growing seed, but it finally bore fruit, brother.
There was a moment in the show last night that I will remember forever, which is, I don't want to spoil it if people want to go back and watch it, but
we're going to show it on here. We're going to make sure people see it.
This is, I think you lose some of the gravity of the moment just if you aren't a fan of the show or haven't watched the show. But as Tom and Nick were saying their final goodbyes, Chuck made his first appearance on his show. It was very dramatic, and I have never heard the entire audience gasp the way they gasped when Chuck
People told me today they
appeared.
were in tears.
Let's show it.
Is that? What is happening?
I don't know.
Well, hello there.
What is happening? What?
Are you the
You're still flying. You're still.
He jumped out.
Now he's here.
It's a little parachute.
It's on autopilot.
Oh.
Nice.
What is happening?
Are you the proprietors of this wonderful establishment?
Well, it depends who's asking.
Well,
but we're kind of trying to wrap up the show here.
Oh, I'm so very sorry. My goodness, I'm very sorry. I am the Dream Finder.
Aren't you a little thin to be the Dream Finder?
Well, you don't have to use your imagination to get an Ozempic prescription.
Apparently, I'm not using mine.
Anyway, I heard some fantastic music and some very okay singing about my good friend Figment, and it brought me here. I must say, I am quite blown away by this dazzling collection of wonderful things that you've curated so marvelously. You must have spent years going on numerous flights of fancy around the world to collect all of these amazing and inspiring things that spark the imagination. You probably stored them and organized them in various different dream ports of all shapes and sizes.
There's a pretty big dream port next door, yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. But imagine that yourself and your team, I can imagine that yourself and this team have created many marvelous new things. I could almost hear my buddy now.
A brand new show.
Is he in the rotunda?
Rotunda. Sorry.
Rotunda?
We've been drinking for several hours.
It is very late.
I just want to
the rotunda.
apologize. But to your point, I suppose we have done some pretty amazing and marvelous things.
Well, I tip my hat to you, sir. You've done a real good job, Tom. You and every member of your team have done a real good job. Do you feel that?
Are you touching me? No. Feel what?
Like a blanket of sadness, as if something wonderful is ending.
Well, this is our final show. It's kind of bittersweet.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. But let's not forget the beauty of the entire creative process. Step one, go out and fill our bags with all sorts of sights and sounds and anything. Step two, When our bags are full, we must take them back to our workshop and organize and curate our collections to combine them all to make all sorts of new things. Step 3, we share our new combined creations with the world. It just seems like everyone's feelings here are stuck between step 3 and 4.
What's step 4?
Oh, rinse and repeat, my dear friend. It's an omni-mover. It's time to go out and fill our idea bags again. It's time for another flight of fancy, Tom. That's all you need. This marvelous show might have run its course in this incarnation, and it's okay to mourn its ending. Part of that sad feelings come from not knowing what comes next. But how exciting is that? If this show was this good, just imagine how good whatever's coming next will be.
What if it wasn't good? What if it was more like occasionally okay?
Well, I look forward to all of the amazing and wonderful things you will all create. So keep exploring, keep collecting, keep curating, and keep thinking up new things.
Well, you know what? We have been thinking up lots of new things, Dreamfinder. In fact, I think we're about ready to share them with the world.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's all right, Nick. It's time. Let's go.
All right,
come on.
let's go.
How exciting. There are so many new things to dream about. Imagination is your key to unlock the hidden wonders of our world.
Okay, but does that key start the blimp? Oh, I think I got it.
What are you both doing, my friends?
We're going on a flight of fantasy that you talked about.
Yeah, we got no time to lose. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, there's still a post show.
Wait, guys, how am I supposed to get home?
Oh, here, I got you. How about using the maxi van?
Oh, good catch. Nice.
Who might you all be?
We carpool with Nick.
Yeah, so I guess you're our ride now, Dream Man.
Splendid! Come along now.
I think we're this way.
Oh, come along now.
Well, now that that's resolved, Nick, we're flying! I guess we're the luckiest boys in the world, huh, Nick?
Yeah, and we've gotten to share that luck with all of you.
So thank you all for being the dumbest with us for the last 10 years.
And remember, kids, as Walt Disney said, if you could dream it, you could do it.
He didn't say that.
That's what the Hallmark ornament said.
He didn't say that.
He said it right there in the book.
It was never mind. Well, goodbye, boys and girls. Goodbye.
Hey, Chuck, that was amazing.
Well, there's a reason I still have my shades on, man. And it blows my mind in all sincerity that I could want to see the reincarnation of Dreamfinder bad enough to like synergistically manifest it and then have other people respond in a similar emotional way. Hey, Disney, that'll print money. Come on now.
What's the Dreamfinder back? Who doesn't?
Hey, Tom, did I ever tell you one time at D23, I ran into Jeff Volley and a group of suits, and I just took advantage of the opportunity that I was wearing that Dreamfinder costume and interrupted that group of suits. And I said, hey, if you have a dream machine made out of drones going around the World Showcase Lagoon playing One Little Spark, life size, tell me how that won't print money in dining reservations. Come on now.
Do you, as a fan of the show, did you have a favorite moment that sticks out?
Well, recency bias aside, I can't put the recency bias aside. It has to
be last night.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
All right.
I thought of 1,000 examples right there, but.
All right. Well, I can't tell you enough how much I loved your performance last night, and I appreciate you coming in here and doing this and marking on your calendar to come here for the final show.
Yeah. When did you pitch? So Chuck, being a longtime viewer of News Tonight and a big fan of the original Journey into Imagination, had the idea for this bit. When was that you pitched it to me? It was quite a while ago. The fall?
The relationship with you, Tom, is one of my favorite stories. My favorite story of turning a parasocial relationship into a real one. I actually pitched part of that, most of that, to you 3 years ago.
Oh, geez.
When I came dressed as Dreamfinder to that one episode, Valentine's Day episode.
I forgot about that, yeah.
And I told you, I emailed you, but of course it went to a spam folder or something out of the blue. You didn't read it, you know.
I can't think of a worse way to get Tom's attention than email.
And I don't blame you.
The
at
Disney,
all.
I've had to apologize to Disney PR several times for missing invites.
I can only imagine how big of a workload that you have to deal with the emails and stuff. But being able to sit on that idea for 3 years helped me.
You were ready.
Like the Imagineers say, a good idea doesn't go to waste, it just goes in the drawer.
Yeah.
And it comes out later. And it did. And y'all made it better than it was. And I couldn't be more grateful to have been a part of it.
We're grateful you
Thank
were a
you,
part
Chuck.
of it.
Thank you. We're doing I guess Jason's ready.
Okay. Hand the mic to Jason.
Jason Diffendahl.
Yeah, I figured I should get in line. So that I can get home
like the
before
shareholder
bedtime.
meeting?
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's like the shareholder meeting.
Jason Diffendahl, been with the company for obviously a very long time.
Since practically the beginning.
Since practically the beginning.
Pretty much, yes.
And Jason is mostly known on News Tonight, I think, for going to sleep.
That's correct. That's correct, yes.
So we created a segment where no matter what was happening on a show at 10 p.m., an alarm went off and Jason would come out and go to bed. The Sleepy Jason segment.
That's right.
But of course, Piano Rob would play, because Jason's a big Epcot Center fan, Piano Rob would play lullaby versions of Epcot Center music.
Mostly Universe of Energy, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That was the best.
Let's show one instance of Jason going to bed. Oh, it's time for Jason to go night-night. Here comes Sleepy Jason. They're on his cot, or as we call it, his Epcot. We're not going to keep you awake, are we, Jason? Dude. I love the lullaby. There we are.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a regular recurring bit on the
For
show.
a while,
Jason
yeah.
going to bed.
Yeah.
Jason, do you have any favorite moments in the show's history? Maybe more recent that Billy could pull a clip of.
I mean, aren't the old ones on?
They're all
on
online.
different channels.
We could find
They're all
it.
over the place, right?
He's
We
got to
could
get this
find
episode
it.
out in like a few hours.
I will tell you, one of my favorite bits was great moments in
Great moments in history, but
Disney
just the
management
Disney
history.
management parts.
Yes, that was one of my favorite bits ever.
Which one?
Any of them, really. But
When we
like
burned the
I was
Chapek
talking to
puppet.
Colleen last night, and we were talking about her and the puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, I was never really on the show. I'm like, no, you had a puppet.
She played Bob Chapek's puppet assistant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that is my favorite one. Is when Chapek was fired, and then we burned the Chapek puppet.
Well, the connective tissue was fun because he sang. We had
You'll
previously
Be
done
Back.
a parody, "You'll Be Back" from Hamilton, making fun of how he's like kept overcharging people, but he's like, you'll come anyway.
Yeah.
And then the best is then he performed. What's the other song from Hamilton he played at the end, where it's like after he's lost?
It's the other King George
yeah,
song
the
from
like
Hamilton.
late.
Yeah.
It's the actual progression just like in the musical. And then he's defeated, and then we lit the puppet on fire outside.
And we did the whole Yub Nub thing. If you could pull that, I think people might.
We can't play that one because it's very copyrighted.
I think half the stuff we've talked about has been copyrighted.
Yeah, maybe not.
Mr. T-Pack,
Yes, Colleen.
you have a phone call.
Okay, yeah. I guess this is my hand. It's upside down. Hello? Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Well, that's not good. Okay, bye. They say I ruined the magic and now they are letting me go. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. I blame that Christine McCarthy for stabbing my back. So who's next? There's nobody here to replace me. I made sure of that. Bob Iger? I know him. That can't be. That's the guy that came right before me with the cardigans and hipster vibes. Those super fans are gonna eat him alive. They said, Bob, pack your bags. I bet these assholes end up bringing back Tom Staggs. Yeah, it's true. I'm a knave. To be fair, I tore this place to pieces. Walt is cheering from his grave. Da 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 da. Oh boy. CEO Bob Iger. Good luck. Oh, CEO Bob Iger.
Colleen, could you why does my old office smell like ketchup? Can you please get this guy out of here? Take him to HR.
No!
He needs to be fired.
Fired! Oh!
But yeah, I think those segments were one of my favorites.
Those are fun.
That and the Christmas podcast parade.
Well, that's not news tonight.
Oh yeah,
that kind of sparks news
it's
tonight.
It's kind of the precursor. Yeah,
it's like the evolution is we did an audio-only parody show of a Disney World Christmas parade on the podcast,
for like
on
7
the original
years.
podcast. I think there's more than that. I think there was more than 7 of them. I might be wrong. And then that begat See You Real Late, which was the audio-only version of News Tonight, essentially.
Right.
And then that became News Tonight.
Yeah. Well, that became the radio show.
The radio show was there wasn't a
Well,
lot
no,
of
it was
comedy
kind
in
of
the
like
radio
See
show.
You Real Late and the radio
They
show had a
coexisted.
baby.
But they
And
existed
it
at the
was
same
News-
time.
Yeah. But they got together and then it became News Tonight.
We ended See You Real Late to do News Tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we ended the podcast parade to do See You Real Late.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those bits you're talking about, though. Those are great.
My favorite was the other favorite that I remember was in the radio station. When we got there was the barbecue place, Porky's. And we got Porky's to sponsor us by sending us free barbecue.
That's right.
And we played a radio ad for them, which was, who was it?
Yummers.
No. Who was the really famous
The
celebrity?
celebrity, he said Yummers. Hey, Nick, who was the celebrity who did the Porky's barbecue ad on the radio station?
Oh,
Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
There was an ad. So the radio station, we had actual ad breaks that the radio station had. And so their sponsors would be on there. One of them was Porky's Barbecue.
Which was like 10 minutes down the street from
and
the
I think
radio
Nick
station.
one time called them, was like, if we advertise, will you feed us Porky's on this episode? And they sent it. Yeah.
So they said,
Did I not give Nick my wallet like half an hour ago to order a
Oh,
drink?
it's cleaned
Is it
out.
still smoking?
Probably. I don't know. But yeah, that was the radio station was good times. I was only at the radio station, I think, like 3 times. But I mean, I lived in Pennsylvania then. So
It was usually the marathon show, no?
Did we do the marathon show at the radio station?
We at least ended it a couple times at the radio
Okay.
station. Yeah.
I don't know that I was ever down for that.
Oh, okay. I thought there was some sort. Maybe we had an event. Maybe
No,
that's
because
what I'm thinking
we
about.
used to do remote segments for the marathon show, and I remember doing those a lot.
Yeah, the whole thing wasn't from the radio station,
No.
but there was a portion.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but the radio station was fun because that was like the first radio station I've ever been in, and only radio
It
station.
felt very
I've ever been
official
in.
until we built our own studio.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. But that was fun too.
Jason, I want to congratulate you for beating me in the pulled pork competition today.
Eric, you put on a good fight, and you definitely
I
had.
think I still win at brisket and picanha, but you're always welcome at my home to try it out and give me pointers. You did give me my smoker. I'm smoking on house money at this point.
Are you telling me Jason bought a smoker and then bought another smoker? That doesn't sound like Jason at all.
That is precisely what happened.
Not only did I buy a smoker and then bought a second smoker, I bought a smoker, never opened it, bought a second smoker.
That
And they
sounds
gave
like
me the first one.
everything in this building
Right?
related to the studio.
Yeah.
No, I have to tell you something funny. I have all these files and stuff on all my phones and stuff over the years. And I was like, man, I need to get like network attached storage device. And I like priced it. I was like, for like one with 2 bays and drives and stuff, it was like $1,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know who to ask. And I was like, Jason, you don't happen to randomly have like a network attached storage device laying around your house? He goes, actually, I do. And he just gave it to me.
I brought it in yesterday.
What was the thing you were supposed to ask him for? Was that the thing this week?
The pizza oven?
Oh,
There was
you
something
still
else
wanna do
this
the
week.
pizza
You're like,
oven,
I
yeah.
need to get a blah blah blah, and you stop midway and go, I should just ask Jason if he has.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know
what
what
was it?
that
I don't
was.
remember. We need to get such and such. I should ask Jason.
I don't know what that
He's
was.
got one.
But the pizza oven, yeah, I have a pizza oven.
Jason, thanks for coming on. Should we put your sister on?
I mean, you might as well.
All right. Hey, Jill. I'd like to now
Jill
at this point
Diffendahl.
introduce Jill
Here's my
Diffendahl, Jason's younger
hello.
sister. Much younger.
Not that much. That was.
Go with it, Jill.
There was like surprise at how
Is that on?
close our.
Did he turn it off before you? Okay.
There was surprise at how close in age we actually are.
I was trying to do you a solid.
Thank you. I appreciate that I look younger than I am. I'll take that. Take it.
Jill, you've been around for a long time.
I've been around.
You just said she's young, and now you're like, you've been around for a long
No,
time,
on this
right?
show.
I like
Well, the show is 10 years old, Tom. I don't think people think she's 9.
So
Well, they think I'm 50, so.
Yeah.
So I started getting here's the thing that frustrates me about my history with News Today. I have been in content my entire career. Like, I started working for a magazine right out of college. Did my brother ever once be like, Jill, we write website content. We have a magazine.
We had a magazine, that's right.
Did my brother ever ask me for help? No, not a single time. I finally got involved when I quit my job, and I was like, I would love to hang out and like do some Disney stuff as like a resume filler.
Yeah.
And then I got sucked in, and I've just been kind of like in the orbit ever since. But I've edited, I've done shows, I don't know. There was that first Jollywood Nights where I had to review on camera every single food item at Jollywood because none of the other people wanted to. You know, whatever. I fill the gap.
On News Tonight, though, people might recognize, if they started watching only recently, might recognize you and I won the first ever Tony party in a dominant fashion, I might add.
My history with News Tonight starts with, I think, March Madness. I used to be, I would first jump into the chat as Jason's sister, which was my own, like, I undermined myself by like identifying myself as related to Jason. And then I would be on March Madness, and like I remember the episodes arguing about Plecto and
the unbuilt attractions.
The unbuilt attractions. What was it?
Secret Swiss bobsled training facility.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a whole motion for it.
There was a motion. We made a T-shirt.
We did. That was one of our first carousel of products T-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. So I don't know.
Do you have a favorite bit or moment on News Tonight?
Favorite bit or moment?
I have one of you. Oh. You were on the original Buena Vista for Men commercial.
About me. Oh.
Do you want to show the Buena Vista for Men commercial?
Let's enjoy the original. Well, it's mostly audio. Yeah. But here's the original Buena Vista for Men parody commercial.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, can I buy you a drink?
I don't know. Wait, are you wearing Splash Mountain water?
Do you like it?
Zippity-doo-dah.
From the company behind your favorite theme park scented candles comes a new brand of seduction. Buena Vista for Men. Our line of colognes work for every occasion. Wanting to rekindle an old flame? Spray on some burning of Rome. Wanting to make a statement at the club? Try Gorilla Falls Musk. It's your fast pass to pleasure.
Honey, are you ready to go?
1 second.
We're going to be late if we don't. Is that the smell of the load platform from Dinosaur?
Maybe.
I'm canceling our reservation.
Why is that?
Because we're not gonna make it.
Buena Vista for Men. Smell the way Walt would have wanted.
It happened.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know we updated that like last week or the week before?
We made a video one. Yeah, well, I'm not going to play that now. They can go find it. But there's a video version now.
Platform from Dinosaur. We're not gonna
call
make
the restaurant.
it.
We're not gonna make it.
I still remember.
Anything else stick out?
I like doing the commercials. I love doing March Madness. Like March Madness was always, and especially like I feel like 5+ years ago when we really used to like get into it and argue about it. I feel like it's gotten too condensed in recent years, and the discussion doesn't get to be as robust. But like that fighting, like I'm right, no, I'm right, and here's why, and it's because they don't have enough cash registers. Like, I love those days. I don't know.
I want to say like News Tonight adjacent, when News Tonight went dark for a few months, and we did
AF.
AF, WWAF, watch that playlist, it's pretty cool.
And Outside the Bubble.
Outside the Bubble, Jill stepped in for the last couple episodes, and I think when we took you to Brooksville, and like Homosassa Springs, and you turned into
Don't
Jilly
go back
May.
to Brooksville.
That was that was a great moment.
The Jilly May.
She turned full. She turned full
Fun
Floridian.
story. So last year, my company had a events in Austin, Texas. And as part of the event, they had somebody there who would embroider like a kerchief, like a bandana for you. And I picked out a camouflage bandana, and I had them embroider Jilly May on my camouflage bandana.
You're Jilly May in my phone. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
I'm also the worst.
You're also the
I'm
worst.
also the worst. I was asked tonight, and Eric, maybe you can shed a little light on this. Why am I the worst?
How did that start?
Because I'm the best.
Because she's the best. Well,
But
you're the
also
worst, but also the best.
The worst.
You do have a T-shirt that just says the worst.
I have a T-shirt courtesy of the
Andy.
late great
Yeah.
Andy Morton.
Yeah.
That says the worst. Indeed.
Well, Jill, I love having you up on the stage.
I love-
Watch us on Boxed In every 9
like,
months. You can watch
6
us
to
on the
9
TV
months.
channel.
Yeah. 6 to 9.
Do we want to have Billy on? Billy, do you want to
Yeah, I
come
think
up for a
so.
few
Is
minutes?
Billy next?
Yeah.
From Jill to Billy?
Thank you,
Jilly
Jill.
and Billy. Thank
Jilly
you,
and
Jill.
Billy.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, boys.
Billy, fantastic video editor and graphic designer for News Tonight. For how long? When did you start?
I don't know. The problem is I started in December, but I didn't really start working until January. So like, I can't pick
Not
the year.
this December, though.
Couple years
No,
ago.
a couple years ago. So
Couple
I
ago.
don't know. Like, if I looked at the year, it's like an overlap.
Well, what are the 2 years overlapping?
I think it
24,
was
25, 26. December 20. No?
23.
When did you graduate college? We hired you right out of college.
23.
Yeah. So the end of 23, we hired you. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I think
over
so.
2 years of News Tonight.
He also edits News
3 years
Today.
of News Tonight.
He edits the podcast you're watching. He edits News Today. He edits
I will
News
be
Tonight.
up late tonight editing this.
He'll be up late tonight pulling all these clips. So I'm going to
Billy,
let
you want to throw it to 8 different clips? Is that what you want?
I've
to do?
been writing them down.
I was going to say, I'm giving Billy an easy task, which is pick whatever clip you feel is easiest for you to include in this show as your favorite thing that you've done as part of News Tonight.
My favorite thing I've done as part of News
But
Tonight.
not the 12-minute Tom Corliss audition.
Not
Something
that or one
shorter
of the
than
best
that, yeah.
moments.
What's the best thing under like a couple, 2 or 3
My
minutes?
favorite thing I've ever done for News Tonight is Parmy.
Parmy.
One of the reasons is the complicated lore behind, because like I have friends who have seen the show, and they're like, "Oh, what are you working on right now?" And I'm like, "So it's a chicken parmesan man." And why? And there's so many different layers to why.
Once you get into the Tony Ragu lore.
If you get deep into the lore, we have Tony Ragu, who owns Tony's Town Square.
So through the news side, several News Tonight things are inspired by the news coverage of the company. And one of the things that grew through the years through myself and my friend Josh, no longer with us sadly, was Tony's always got the worst reviews imaginable. It's not a good restaurant. And so it became a joke. And eventually one year, my favorite thing ever happened, they introduced a Tony's event at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It was an add-on where you got to eat at Tony's. It was not the usual Tony's food. It was like from a catering company in Orlando. They rolled in food.
Oh, thank God.
And then you'd go out and watch the parade. But the thing they didn't tell us was going to happen, an actor portraying Tony was there. And we got him to like break character. We got him to insult the food quality. So we're sitting there dying and I'm going, this has got to be a thing. This is a character for News Tonight. And that's how Tony Ragu begins. But then Tony ends up somehow being the Christmas special. He's introduced, I wear the costume
Tony's
for
very
Halloween.
microwaved Christmas special.
I wear the costume for Halloween one year. And immediately at the end, it's me and a bunch of other people as weird characters on camera. And I jokingly go to Pete, I say, this is kind of like a weird 80s or 90s kids television show Christmas special. And then everyone looks at each other and goes, oh my God, a Christmas special. And somehow that begat Tony hosting an annual televised Christmas special.
So somehow Tony became involved with Jollywood Nights. And they had Ollie, the gingerbread man. So Tony created a chicken Parmesan Man, which Billy created, named Parmy.
Parmy.
Is that? Let's show Parmy to the people.
This is Parmy. He'll be all over Tony's Jolly Wave night on December 19th. But you might wonder who was the artist who created this adorable chicken Parmesan Man.
Oh, hey, I'm Billy, and I'm a concept artist illustrator here at WDW Live Entertainment. And today, we're going to be talking a little bit about our chicken Parmesan pal, Parmy. Our research and development department spent countless hours analyzing chicken Parmesan to break down the essential components of Tony Ragu's iconic dish. Then, after extensive calculations and design briefings, we ended up with this. His full name is Kraft Parmesan Ragu, or Parmy for short. Parmy has made his way from Tony's freezer to Jolly Wave night here in the glitz and glamour of the FDA Grade C kitchen during the holidays. He's here to make your culinary dreams come true with the finest reheated, overpriced approximations of Italian food. Mamma mia! So like the design of his marinara sauce and all of his pie eyes is very nostalgic of the 1940s and 50s. You know, just like Mama used to make. All the cheesy details really capture the era and aesthetic and makes it, you know, cohesive and delicious. There's still more to Parmy's story that's still being microwaved, so stay tuned and thanks for stopping by. Bon appetit!
Well, that's pretty good.
I love him.
I love him so much.
Someone made a plush.
Somebody made a plush of Parmy.
If you watch the podcast in the old studio, he was on a shelf.
He's
you
on
could
the
see
shelf
him.
next to the little wishable of Tony.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Love
Billy.
Parmy.
You do a great job editing. We're happy to have you.
I want to tell Billy my favorite thing.
Oh,
he did
we're not kicking him off yet.
No, one more thing.
I thought I was done.
I think there is one most spectacular cold open we ever did. It was for episode 300. And
This is my second favorite thing.
We always compared our show to The Muppet Show in the zaniness and the craziness.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went to Billy and I said, Billy, we should do the full Muppet Show opener. And that began an odyssey of you. I know Sabrina was heavily involved.
That idea was on the News Tonight whiteboard for like months.
Who wrote it originally?
I don't remember.
Maybe I
It
don't
was
know.
on there, and it was like, oh, we're doing it next. Oh, it's not happening next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. Well, we'll do it.
I remember how it started. Piano Rob was playing The Muppet Show, one of the pre-shows for News Tonight, and I think I jumped in and said, this is called The Dumbest Show, not The Muppet Show.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I think we looked at each other like, oh, we should do that, right?
But then it kept getting pushed off till finally we had to start planning the 300th episode. And it was like, well, that makes the most sense to start the 300th episode, which the scheduling to get all those people in here in front of the green screen, in front of all the different costumes, the whole room.
I had to come back a few times for that.
Was full of props and costumes. And
how many? I remember you had a count.
51
different characters
filling
appear
the arches.
in one shot with all the arches. Well, we should just show it.
I can
Show it.
play it, yeah.
We're already getting copyright dinged all over this show, so
let's see.
It's WDW News Tonight's 300th episode with Tom Corliss and Nicholas Cicero. Yay!
It's time to wake the Tuesans, time to unmute the mics. It's time to watch some bullshit and we call it News Tonight.
Watch Nick attempt to read stuff. Watch Tom yell he's right. Sabrina's a manatee and Rob's high as a kite.
Why do we always come here?
There's nowhere else to go.
This is worse than Runaway Railway.
Why don't you shut up, Joe?
So now let's get things started
I know you get things started.
We're late, so get things started. It's the most unscrupulous filled with doofuses.
This is news for us. Thursday night's a must. This is what we call the dumbest show.
And that final shot is
Great
insane.
moment, yeah.
It's insane.
With Jason waking up when everybody shouts at the end.
Yeah, Jason wakes up when everybody shouts. Well, thank you, Billy. Where's Sabrina? We want to bring Sabrina.
Sabrina, it's your turn. Yeah.
Haven't I done this with you
Billy,
boys
when we bring
before?
Katie up, you're going to have
It was
to
a
take
full
over
show,
for her in the
but
booth.
Sabrina, who's been, what is your official News Tonight title the last several months?
It was never actually put in
Kind of like producer-y.
But yeah,
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was never put in. We never changed it in the thing. I think I'm just under like guest appearance or something like that.
As my schedule got insane when we got back
Yeah.
on the Disney media list, it became clear I could not, on a weekly basis, manage News Tonight, and so Sabrina was brought in to handle that.
Yeah, my first show with that was Muppets. Muppets.
Oh, the episode we did during a glorious three-day finale.
The 3-day finale was my first episode as, I guess, official producer. Yeah.
And then you've played a number of characters that people might remember. Characters like Lou the Manatee, Skipper Sabrina, Merida, Toodles.
Yeah.
What is your favorite of all
Toddler
of those?
Buttercream.
What is your favorite to play?
The people watching are like, who the hell is Toddler Buttercream? Like the other ones, Lou the Manatee was from the Seas Pavilion.
Yeah.
I don't know, did you say Dumbo?
Oh, Dumbo
No,
as
Dumbo
well.
the flying
Flying
dumpster
dumpster.
from the Big Thunder work site.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Toddler Buttercream's a weird one to explain because we wrote a post about the merchandise when the
Cake
store
Bake.
opened
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
to
Cake
Cake Bake. There's a shop, so we photographed every piece of merchandise that listed
Yeah.
it. And there's an item that it's a toddler-sized item.
Yes,
We
and the
labeled
color.
it Toddler Buttercream shirt.
Shirt. Yes, because
And
that
so,
was the
like,
color was buttercream.
Yeah, and so like I read that on the show and I go, Toddler Buttercream, is that a person? And I said, yeah, it's a general manager of the Cake Bake
Yeah.
Shop. I jokingly said, and I knew when I said that on the air, I was like, oh no, now it's a character.
But is that
Yeah.
your favorite? What is your favorite character to play?
I mean, I love the costume of Lou. That one's an easy one, and
Because it's a manatee
it's
onesie.
a manatee onesie. It's really comfortable. I like Jungle the Skipper. Skipper's
Yeah.
probably one of my
That's the
favorites.
one I'm most connected to, right? Because
It
we
is,
like
yeah.
collaborate
Eric,
on that.
Yeah, Eric generally starts me out because I have the hardest time getting into the mindset of Skipper, and so Eric will generally start off the scripts for me, and then he'll go, okay, he's like, I've gotten as much
I'll
in
be like,
as I
look,
can.
Sabrina, I have like
Yeah.
3 or 4 killer jokes in here, but I need you to fill it in.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
he'll
you
come back
add
and he'll
3
be
or 4
like,
killer jokes.
he's like, I don't think any of this is good, and I'm reading it, and I was just like, all of it's good. What the hell?
I think when we did the Hall of Presidents, we had the backside of Taft. That was
Backside
a
of
big
Taft
moment,
was
yeah.
probably one of my favorites. Yeah, I enjoy Toddler Buttercream. He's fun. I end up eating really gross combinations though when I'm Toddler Buttercream.
She ate last night for
Yeah.
your entertainment a head of iceberg lettuce
with the buttercream.
with buttercream
Not
on it.
once, but twice. Because I was both Lou and Toddler Buttercream eating it. And
let's show
we
a
had
Skipper Sabrina bit.
Oh, there we
Some
go.
people get what they're. Which
Well,
one do you
pick
want?
the least offensive one.
No, pick the most offensive one. The idea is Skipper Sabrina has always been suspended from the Jungle Cruise, so
Yeah.
they send her to work at another attraction, but she
I
only
know
knows
she's
how to.
suspended,
Her
she's
only
picking up
shtick
shit.
is
Picking
to
up shit,
picking up shit.
yeah.
A lot of times she's suspended.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten suspended. Yeah, because
And so she goes and
for the
is it-
president's one, it was I gotten suspended, much like Nixon. We both had a Watergate scandal.
Yeah, there was a Watergate scandal.
Yes.
There's always some reason that she's.
I think
the
Haunted
Skipper.
Mansion, in all honesty, is probably
Okay,
one of my
let's
favorites.
watch Skipper Sabrina on the
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion. These are done live too.
Now here we see a guy with his pants down. Looks like he came over from the Hall of Presidents. Bill, is that you? You know, back in the day, they might have tried to put her on a short leash, but we've come a long way since then. That's why she's on a tight rope. And no flash pictures, please. Not even pictures where you were fully clothed, for that matter. Don't make eye contact with Fred. Fred, stares. Here's that old mystic of the mansion, Madame Leota. Let's listen to her read off today's menu at Pinocchio Village House.
Creepies and crawlies, toads and a pun.
I see it's the same menu as Tony's. Oh, now we're in the attic. You see the bride over there? You know, I Amber Heard, she never forgets anything. That's probably why she has so many exes. Oh, look, you see that bride over there? You know, I Amber Heard, she never forgets anything. That's why she has a good head on her shoulders, unlike her husband's. Now, over here to our left, you'll see my dog, Bones. Shake, Bones. Good boy. Man, those corpses aren't what they used to be. Alive. Did you know ghosts can jump about 20 feet? Don't worry, we're only 15 feet from them, or roughly 5 graveyards. And there's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. Seriously, they smell, and they're gonna make you listen to fish. Don't do it. If you enjoyed the tour, my name is Skipper Sabrina, and if you didn't enjoy the tour, my name is Hatbox Ghost. Trust me, they're gonna ignore all the complaints about Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, they're done live, and then because for unplanned downtime, we've been putting some of those on there and stuff, but we had to go back through and I had to re-record.
Yeah. Because the live, you know.
Yeah.
It's live, things would go wrong, you know.
Yeah, and we've also done it so we can change like the format of it for from landscape to vertical. And yeah. But no, and I was gonna say Toodles was, I think, really my first big character.
Yeah.
I think I'd come up to you and I was just like, it was after we had some cutbacks and different things like that, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, I can't come do the show as often, and I was like, so I've got this idea for Toodles that he's out of work, probably depressed.
And dirty.
And
Toodles
very
is dirty.
inappropriate. Yeah.
We can't show any Toodles clips.
No. No, we're not. Go find the News Tonight episodes if you want them.
I just want to call something else out, which is, in addition to being a hilarious actress, Sabrina is also very talented and crafty at creating some of the set pieces you see around us and a lot of the stuff that we've done. And really,
obviously, my all-time favorite is right over there.
Yeah.
For the final episode, Sabrina built the Dreamfinder's Dreammobile.
Yeah, they watched this on the Chuck.
They saw the clip.
Yeah.
You saw how beautiful that looked. It looked real. It looked like we were really on it. But my other two favorites, the Mr. Toad car for the Mr. Toad episode, 70 Years of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and then Benny the Cab, which was made for the Toontown episode.
That was me.
You made that.
I made Benny the Cab. Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
We threw him out finally.
No, we had to. Yeah.
He disintegrated.
Yeah.
There are a lot of large set pieces here that just have to get thrown out. So
yeah.
That's sad. Sabrina, thank you for joining us.
No,
I know
thank you guys for having me.
We've got all these clips. I think we're down to who else is here? Katie and Nick?
I think Katie and Nick are our last two.
Nick, Nick is the bartender. We're
no,
gonna have a
Nick's
riot.
got to be last.
Let's bring Katie
Let's
up.
have Katie come up.
And then Nick can just tag in for me. I feel like we can close out the podcast.
Yeah.
Katie, thank you. Thank you for coming. Katie, I don't know if it's inappropriate for me to say this. When I first met you, you gave us a disclaimer when you applied for the job, which was, by the way, I'm only 17 years old.
Yes, I did.
This is several years ago.
Yeah.
And Katie's been working here since she was a kid.
Yeah.
So have I.
She was a camera operator. You've been a camera operator.
Yes.
And then you were sort of a studio tech.
Production coordinator.
And now you run the studio.
Studio manager.
And you,
Eric knew none of those titles in the company he's a high-ranking manager in.
Oh, Gusto doesn't even know I'm a studio manager. So
Gusto doesn't know much.
If only I knew who the son of a bitch was who could change your title in Gusto. I'd give him a real talking to after he lost his pulled pork contest.
I'm adding that. That's going to be your gusto name now. I'm going to have your title as loser of pork competition. The pay is the same, at least.
Katie,
I brought out Spike the Bee for you.
Spike
the Bee shoulder push.
Yeah.
Katie, though, has come into situations that were emergency situations where people sort of let her down and she was high and dry and was able to salvage something out of. She was able to make chicken salad out of chicken,
to piece this studio back together over the course of several months.
Somehow, some way. I did not know anything.
And got her college degree in the meantime, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
But Katie's usually back there behind the scenes. Everybody knows her.
Sometimes people hear me like in the background or like an echo, and it's like, who's that? It's disembodied voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
But I want to know, what is your favorite bit or commercial or song or thing from since you started working for this show?
Genuinely, and I know this was said a lot earlier, but it was the Muppet Show opening. Me and Billy worked on that over the weekend, during the week. There was one day we were all the prop characters, so like the swan, the smoking fridge. Me and Billy were under green screen curtains with the green screen gloves.
Yeah, we had to play the puppet characters,
We'd switch who was in the booth and who was puppeting. We scheduled everything with everyone. It was insane. Billy had...
It just kept going, because I think I came to like an evening recording session to do several of mine.
And that was my favorite Katie quote. Katie from Mars.
Katie from Mars.
Katie from Mars.
That's
in
me.
that same episode, so.
Well, I also told you guys to sit better on the first podcast.
Sit better on the podcast.
I'm sitting like garbage right now.
We're not sitting
Well,
great.
I'm not going to tell you to sit better.
Well, I'm leaning into the conversation. Showing interest.
Clearly.
Any other clips that stick out that we can show, since we've already shown the Muppet Show?
Okay, this one's not a recent one, but I can tell Billy exactly where it is for editing. The first show in this studio, Tom was showing off the celebration pin. That's the celebration established
the logo
2021
of this location.
Yeah. And you were like, "Can we Zoom? Are we gonna try?" And then I zoomed in, and then you were like, "Whoa, we did it!" And like the entire crowd like cheered, and it was my first time working with a camera in front of people and everything, and that was like my first experience, and I was like, yeah, this feeling's not ever going away. So that was a really special moment.
Of course, this group would clap for that.
And obviously for our new home, I don't know if they're gonna see this home, but there's a, are we gonna try to Zoom? Are we trying? Look at that. We have, oh wow. We have the WDWNT Celebration logo.
Well, thank you, Katie. I think last we have to bring Nick up, though.
Yes.
And he's
We have to
my
close
wallet.
the bar for a few minutes.
Katie.
I apologize, everyone. We're closing the bar.
Oh, I was old enough
Temporary
a month after I
closure of
started
the
working
bar.
here.
So Nick
For
can
the law,
come.
you have to be 18.
Nick. You're going to close out the show with us. And we're talking about all the News Tonight moments. And it's impossible for me to ask you what your favorite moment of all time on News Tonight is, but I'm going to do it.
That is impossible because I can't remember any of the episodes that we did because of all the liquid magic. Like, no, like it's really hard. I mean, the favorite memories are definitely the special episodes, the C episode, those decade episodes.
The C episode, Nicholas Van Rolling.
Yeah, like when we put like 2 weeks into really planning a theme and like really played out a theme. Those are the ones that are the most memorable. But honestly, like, you know, I was like reflecting on it a lot today, honestly. Like, it was one of those things where I would get upset when things didn't go perfectly, right?
So constantly you would get upset.
No, like, so we planned out something, right? And I was like, oh, why didn't we move this camera over here? Why didn't I stand over here? Or why didn't we do this quicker? But like, we were doing something that no one does live. Like, and you know, I have to remember that. And so it's those little moments that didn't go quite right, but we made work. You know, like, we improvised.
We didn't, in the course of this podcast, we didn't talk at all about game shows, because you're the game show master. But the two that stick out to me, which again, you just said the magic words, which are, we were doing things live that weren't meant to be done live. And the two things that stick out to me.
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Like, we did the full game of the Price is Right live with sets.
It's insane.
And beyond that, with sets, we were like, this is going okay. Let's try something harder. We did Where in the World is Tom Corliss, which is Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Like, even with the giant floor map, we did that game from start to finish.
The game shows were incredible, right? Like, so yeah, that, I don't know if I can pick any one specifically. I mean, but like, doing those game shows was so much fun because, especially with the Carmen Sandiego, like the Where in the World is Tom, there is so much involved with that because there's so much written, there's so much scripted stuff. And we're moving the contestants around, and they're like, oh, do I go over here? I go over here. I go. It is so crazy to do those games live, and the fact that we pulled them off very, very
It's
well.
crazy.
Like, I was talking to a guest here today at this party, and they said, all right, we watched it on YouTube for years, and okay, cool, but then we came to see it live. And we're like, wait, you do all that in, like, we can't see any of this. Like, we are moving around giant sets. We are running around like crazy people.
Yeah.
I'm running into Sabrina with a big thing of ice and spilling it all over the place. Like,
that is crazy.
That was just last night.
I will say early, when we started News Tonight, I was real good the next week at rewatching the week prior, and as life got busier, I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
That's a good point, though, that maybe we didn't realize how little of that was seen on camera.
It wasn't.
Wow.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
right? People are like, wow, you're like doing this effortlessly. It's like a great athlete doing something, and you're like, oh, that doesn't take much effort, but that takes a lot of practice.
I promise you, none of it was effortless.
A lot of effort. Yeah, it's crazy. So, you know, it's not one memory. It's the fact that, like again, I said this yesterday, and I thought about it today, and it's like, I decided to send you an email saying, hey, let's do a radio show about Disney in Orlando together, because I like your humor. I like your sense of humor. And from that, we became friends. We developed this thing. I mean, everything blossomed from that. The radio show into this, into News Tonight. And like, it was an amazing 10 years. And there's not one thing. It's the evolution of what we built over the years. So, you know, there's a lot of moments, obviously, where we laughed and everything, but it's not any one laugh, it's not any one joke, it's not any one show.
Yeah.
It is everything that we built over these years and the community that came together to really appreciate it. And we did something that no one else is doing. So.
And I would dare say no one else will do again.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
It's not the most profitable venture, but it sure is fun.
I mean, but a meaningful one, because literally the two of you next to me wouldn't be here.
Correct.
We wouldn't be, I wouldn't be in this room.
Oh, I know.
Like, this room was for this show. Like, it changed a lot of lives, and I think, while the financial benefit wasn't as strong as 99% of the things we do or 99% of the things other people in our space do, undoubtedly our company is better for having done News Tonight.
And while I enjoy, I loved being able to have an outlet to make Disney cocktails, so I wasn't just doing it in my house. You know what I mean? Like I was able to share that passion with people, and like talking to everybody today, they're like, "Oh my God!" Like that segment meant so much to me, and I can't wait to have a drink made by. Because I didn't even think about it. Like we make these drinks on the show, but we don't share them with the audience.
Yeah.
And like today, they got to try them, a drink made, and that meant something to people, and that's insane because they could go to Cruise Cup, they could go to Nomad Lounge and have the drink, but to have it here meant something to people, and that's crazy.
That's been the magic of all this is the people.
Yeah.
Everyone who came to the last show or the last several shows and said
last night was packed.
how much the show meant to them, how much of their lives we were a part of. It was a very special thing we got to do for 10 years.
By the way, I've worn this shirt once in the last year, and you showed up in this same damn shirt.
Well, because it's slightly chilly, so everyone's like, what's the one WDWNT Carousel of Product shirt I have with long sleeves? And it's either Gertie, but that's Christmas, so you can't wear that one. But this is the other one. This is the one other long sleeve we ever did.
I would like to share one favorite Nick moment that I referenced to you earlier, which was it was during COVID and we were doing the show remotely. And it was the one when you reached for Tom's pen.
The Great Movie Ride.
The Great Movie Ride episode.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite Nick clip. When despite being remote, you reached for Tom's pen, which everybody knows you don't touch Tom's pens.
That's how we easily came up
happened.
with that idea, I think, was because I'm like, these are display pens. These are just for display.
Show that clip, Billy. I think it's fun.
Somewhere. All right. This next one's from the article. No, actually, this one, I'm not going to read this one. This one's not good. Where's my pen? I don't want to cross this one out.
You have your pen?
I don't seem to have any pens or pencils around here. Tom, can I borrow one?
Don't. Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the pens of Tom Corliss and you shall pay with your life.
What? Tom, it's just a pen. Don't be ridiculous.
I told you not to touch my pens. Just goes to show you folks, anything can happen at the movies. And there you go.
That whole episode was nuts.
I love that one.
With gelatoni in the ceiling.
It was so much harder because we had to do it remote, too.
So I do remember, though, that when we did that joke a couple episodes ago when I rolled across the stage and was stealing your pen. So I think that was the best 3-part joke we've ever done because no one connected any of it. So I did the joke about the ultimate pen in the monologue.
So to set it up, 2 weeks ago, the episode before this one is the penultimate episode.
Penultimate. And
penultimate, haha.
And so I yelled out in the monologue, "Oh, the ultimate pen episode! That's exciting!" And so referencing the fact that I always like to touch Tom's pens that I wasn't allowed to touch. And okay, funny, whatever. And then I show up Mission Impossible style, and I crawl across the stage, and I roll, and I hide, and I do this whole thing. And at the end of it, I peek up over Tom's desk and try to grab a pen. And everybody in the audience went, "Oh!" Because, no one connected that.
No one knew what you were doing, yeah.
No one did. And that is such a great joke. And then the rule of thirds, we got to bring that joke back a third time. So, towards the end, I'm just saying there, we're ending the show. Okay, the show's over. And then all of a sudden, Katie breaks in, breaking news. And I can tell everybody in the audience is like, "Oh, what's this? What's going on?" And I think they're going to think oh, News Tonight's coming back or something crazy like that. and all of a sudden the Ultimate 10 award show logo comes up on the screen and everybody dies.
And then the payoff is I didn't believe you because I'm like, that's not what there's no Ultimate Pen competition.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. And so finally I see it's real.
Yeah.
And you're sad, and you're sad, and of course the whole audience is like, oh, poor Nick, oh. And I go, okay, you can touch the pen. I've forgotten that there's a booby trap in the pen that will kill you and turn you into a skeleton.
Yep.
And so it happens, I go, oh, I forgot about the booby trap.
I loved it. I
liked because
the organic stuff.
Last week was the last normal episode we got to do because obviously the last one's special.
Yeah.
That last, I cherish maybe even more that last regular episode because we didn't get emotional yet. You really could enjoy.
Oh, I know.
And it felt like everything News Tonight was. We had a bit with the insane character, the Randy Newman game, which like you had the skill of Piano Rob, me doing an idiotic character. You were involved in a 3-part sketch that made no sense, like the toast bit from years earlier.
Oh, God, yeah.
We did a regular monologue that happened to be really good. Like, it just had all the classic aspects. And then we did a commercial that was going back to one of the very first commercials, but we did it in video form after all these years. So I just thought that episode tied a really nice bow even before we got to the final episode.
So I will say the future for WDWNT, we're going to bring a lot of these things to people still in different ways, right? We're still going to do some liquid magic. We're still going to do a lot of comedy. We're still going to do game shows. Honestly, the thing I'm going to miss is the monologue.
Yeah.
The monologue.
Yeah.
We've written thousands of jokes.
Like,
five of them
12
good.
or 15 good ones.
We need to think about doing like
something with the monologue. We'll
something
figure
with
it out.
the monologue.
We could talk about it.
We really should.
Yeah, some show should take it on.
It's so special.
Yeah.
It really is.
We can't possibly encapsulate 10 years of this show, Nick, but I'm honored to have you up here, and I'm honored to have worked with you for 5 of those 10 years on this show.
Yeah.
And we got to wrap up the show. It's a little late to even plug anything. We always plug stuff, but we're here at the end of the show. And
I'll quickly just mention, watch me. Quickly just going to mention the Rock and Roller Coaster Farewell event, I forgot the name of it.
Sweet Emotional
Farewell Tour is February 28th. There's also the add-on event with Jerry Reeves. We now have separate tickets for that as well. Please go sign up if you haven't, if you could join us in person. It's just down the street at the Embassy Suites. If you can't join us in person, streaming tickets are available. All those tickets, live or streaming, are available at events.wdwnt.com. While you're there, you could also book. We have about 10 staterooms left for History on the High Seas, our WDWNT cruise event in September. And sometime in the next week, we're going to have registration for a new event called Way Back Wed, which is taking place in May. We'll have more details on that very soon, location and such. We're still figuring some things out at this moment in time.
I'd be remiss if I also didn't say, this is a fraction of the people who have contributed to this show over the years. A number of them are here last night, some of them from Blast from the Past, some of them more recent. Just a number of people who contributed to this over the years. We're just interviewing the people that happen to be here at our wrap party tonight. And we want to thank all the WIGS members and viewers and guests that have supported us over the years. And for you at home that's watching, if you can fall down a rabbit hole of this crazy show if you never saw it before.
326
episodes.
And well, about half of them.
I've talked to people tonight who went back to the radio show.
Some of them are on a different channel. Some of them are on the main channel. Some are on the TV channel. You'll be able to pick that up. The TV channel was sort of more recent that we moved to that, I guess, in the context of a 10-year program. Some are on the main channel, and you can find them. Place right at WDW News Tonight. You can check it out. And we put it to bed last night, and we appreciate you being here, listening to us talk about it a little bit. That's it for this episode of WDW News Today Podcast. We'll see you next time.
See you real soon.
Oh, I thought that was my line.